What is happening there, Reject Nation? We are going to watch ourselves some Gravity Falls today, episode 8 of season 1. If you could go ahead and fall your finger to the like button, that would be great. Use the gravity to guide your body towards the subscribe button to get notified when our reaction for the next Gravity Falls is up, because we've been enjoying the hell out of this show. Also, guys, you can go ahead and check us out on Patreon. You can become a Super Reject today. Cover a whole bunch of shows over there as well. Thanks to all who've shown their support. We cover full-length watch-alongs for Gravity Falls there. And lastly, thanks to the boys at Prepper for helping us edit down these highlights. That's so much information. Just choose one of them to do.
Come on, what's with all this traffic? And why is it all covered wagons?
Uh-oh.
No. No, no!
What?
Not today!
Oh, goodness.
Uncle Stan, what's going on?
We gotta get out of here before it's too late!
What's the thing?
They've circled the wagons! We're trapped! No!
Is it a Rumspringa?
I got a good feeling about today.
What is it?
I don't know. Either they're Amish or it's some kind of Settlers' Day parade.
Amish people don't go out to the public. They stay in the caves.
That's right. They kill animals with their bare hands and wear the pelts.
If any Amish people are watching,
Yeah, so
you're not being real Amish then.
Yeah, get out of here. What are you doing? Maybe you're a Mennonite, and that's okay.
Gravity Falls, it used to be legal to marry woodpeckers.
Oh, it's still legal.
Ew.
Oh, golly.
Just remember, if you come back to the shack talking like these people, you're dead to me.
There's a carpetbagger in the turnip cellar.
Well, hornswoggle my haversack.
Ugh.
Howdy, everyone. You all know me, Pacifica Northwest, great-great-granddaughter of town founder Nathaniel Northwest.
That's why she's special.
Our first newcomer is Mabel.
Yeah! Let's get this Pioneer Day started! Right, guys? USA!
Pioneer Day is for serious people, and you look and act ridiculous. I mean, a puppy playing basketball? Are you always this silly?
Don't knock air, bud.
You do have nachos hanging from your ears, hun. Wow, I'm embarrassed for you. Give her a hand, everybody!
That's awkward.
Hey there, donkey boy. Give me a hand with my car, huh?
Here in 1863, I have never heard tell of a...
Oh, God.
Come on, Steve, you're a mechanic for Pete's sake. Cut me some slack.
Slack. I am unfamiliar with this bold new expression.
I'm getting dumber every second I'm here.
Are we gonna have to intervene here?
Oh, look, the constable. What are you gonna do? Throw me in ye stocks?
Ugh.
Why, Stanford? I'm just a humble tomato farmer selling his wares. Whoops, I dropped one.
Ugh.
Whoops, I dropped another one.
I feel like I read something about Pacifica's great-great-grandfather before. In my investigations, I recently made a discovery. Nathaniel Northwest may not be the founder of Gravity Falls. I believe the proof of this secret is buried somewhere on the enclosed document.
Oh, no.
If only I could crack the code.
Well, if I help you crack this code, then nobody could ever call me silly again.
Yeah! Mystery twins?
I thought you hated that.
I'm starting to accept it.
You have the internet now. You could crack stuff. Oh, no.
This is Sheriff Blubbs. We've got a code sepia.
Code sepia.
If we can prove that Nathaniel Northwest wasn't the real founder of Gravity Falls, it'll finally put Pacifica in her place.
And solving a mystery will prove that I'm not silly. I'm serious.
It's not Egyptian. It's not numerology. It's not... Wait, of course! The triangle is the alchemist's symbol for flame. Lighting the parchment on fire will reveal the secret message.
I just made a hat. Ugh, I just did something silly again.
Oh, no, wait. They're lining up.
You folded it into a map.
This map should lead us to the Gravity Falls Museum of History.
You realize what this means, Mabel? we're gonna have to break in.
It's probably open.
Those are your free Pioneer Day passes.
We're in. So what is it, anyway?
It worked!
Huh? It's not abstract, it's upside down.
It's not abstract, it's upside down.
Have the targets been apprehended? Negative, but we're close. I promise. Those kids will never get past us.
No.
Looking for this?
Yeah. What do you want? Money?
I want you to say that the Northwest family is the best family.
Oh, sure. You want that in writing? Ha! I did that with my mouth.
That's impressive.
The statue must be pointing to the next clue.
Oh, gross! She's picking my nose!
Ah.
Mabel is solving all this.
Look out for booby traps.
Ha! Booby traps.
No. Indiana Jones.
It's a treasure trove of historic-y, secret-y things.
Oh.
Oh, man. Ben Franklin secretly was a woman.
Let it be here recorded that Nathaniel Northwest, fabled founder of Gravity Falls, was in fact a fraud. The true founder of Gravity Falls was Sir Lord Quentin Trembley III, Esquire.
Who's Quentin Trembley?
Oh no.
We got you! Woo!
Careful now. Oh, dear.
Who is Quentin Trembley anyway?
See for yourself.
If you're watching this, then you are one of 8 people in these United States with clearance to view this information. In fact, I myself will be shot as soon as the filming is complete. Of all of America's secrets, the most embarrassing was that of Quentin Trembley, the 8.5 president of the United States.
President? 8.5.
After winning the 1837 election in a landslide, the silliest president. He waged war on pancakes, appointed 6 babies to the Supreme Court, and issued the Emancipation Proclamation. He was kicked out of office and escaped to an uncharted valley he named Gravity Falls, after plummeting into it at high speed.
Oh.
Officially replaced by William Henry Harrison as president and local nobody Nathaniel Northwest as founder of Gravity Falls. President Trembley's body are unknown.
Until now.
Whoa.
You never noticed it?
We're just gonna escort you and all this stuff back to Washington. You ain't coming back, by the way.
I'm just a silly failure like that embarrassing president, what's his name?
Prove he's alive.
It is I, Quentin Trembley.
You're not silly. You're brilliant.
And so are you, dear girl, for following my clues and freeing me from my delicious tomb.
Is that Stephen Colbert?
Your silliness solved a code that serious cops couldn't crack in 100 years.
Serious cops?
In order to get out of here, this is going to take the silliest plan ever conceived.
I think I know who can help you.
How about that hole?
We will leap through it. Almost. Almost there. Good. Keep pushing. Middle stick. Keep going. Well, we didn't fit through the hole. Let's rebuild the box and try again.
No, escape. Let me. I gotta take a knee.
Are you okay? Can I get you anything?
Edwin Derlin, you are a diamond in the rough.
Did you ever sign an official resignation?
No, sir. I ate a salamander and jumped out the window.
Then, technically, you're still legally the president of the United States.
Technically.
As president of these several United States, I hereby order you to pretend none of this ever happened. And go on a delightful vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Mabel, as thanks, I'd like to make you an official U.S. congressman.
I'm legalizing everything.
Go, Mabel. I'm voting for you.
I see your car is stuck in the mud. Enjoy walking home.
Aren't you gonna tell her about her 8th grade Aunt Pug Gray?
You know what, Dipper? I've got nothing to prove. I've learned that being silly is awesome.
No! Prove it!
Nathaniel Northwest didn't found Gravity Falls, and your whole family is a sham.
What?
Revenge is underrated. That felt awesome.
Just know that I'll always be right here on the negative $12 bill.
Whoa. This is worthless.
Trembley away!
It works.
So what's with the top hat?
I'm a congressman.
Pardon me?
You are officially pardoned.
Semantic joke.
Mabel, away! Yeah! I'm okay.
Esteemed gentlemen of the United States
Babies.
I implore you to rethink your decision.
Yes.
This is a courtroom. This is a dark day for America.
Lovely.
Amen to that. Take it away, John.
I think that episode ended off in the perfect cross-section of you and me. With, like, me being like, you know what, it's fine, I'll stay silly. And you being like, no, I'm gonna go after that revenge and make sure Pacific Northwest knows the truth. Thought this episode was very much fun. I'm a sucker for silliness, especially of the cartoon varieties.
What are you trying to say about me?
I'm trying to say that you're...
I'm gonna get back at you right now for putting me down in front of people.
Didn't mean to insinuate that you're not silly.
I'm very silly.
You know what you are.
I'm as silly
You're
as silly
way
as I
sillier
get.
than me. You're the silliest.
I'm a silly man.
You're a goose, man. That's how silly you are.
I'll prove it.
Okay.
I take my silliness very serious.
Yeah, no. Please, I don't want to cast any doubt or make you feel like your silliness is inadequate. Yeah, no, for sure. Dude, you're the silliest person I know. I swear. In fact, I was trying to inflate my own sense of silliness and importance by, insinuating that I'm the silly one around here, when really we all know that, like, I can't do a silly. For reals.
Yeah, okay.
All my silliness, I just, I learned from you.
I'm ready to fall asleep.
I'm ready to fall asleep.
Okay, good.
Good.
Then finish your thoughts.
This was a lot of fun. This was a very fun episode. I don't think that was Stephen Colbert, but yeah, I like.
It was Alex Hirsch.
I think it probably was. There was some Grunkle Stan in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like, I'm a bit of a sucker for that motif of like, big conspiracy, it goes all the way to the top. It's something really dumb and silly, but I like that they just went full bore with the fact that it is just about dumb silliness is the whole reason for the cover-up.
Yeah.
The whole mule, like the Pioneer Day thing, it's a thing a lot of towns in America have and do. So, it's a nice little small town flavorful setup here. Plus, you get the pun in the title, Irrational Treasure. Could have done with some more Nicolas Cage references. I think that was the only thing this episode was missing. Was a good Nicolas Cage reference or two. But it was a fun mystery, and I liked that, Mabel had that journey of accepting her goofy, silly side. I mean, maybe not, I don't know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, because at the outset, I know the past couple have had more of like this one had a personal, kind of story for Mabel, obviously, of self-acceptance, but, mostly is about just the kind of grand scope of all the silly things that are happening. But thus, even so, I thought it was a solid quality episode. How about yourself? Did you enjoy it? Was this in the mid tiers for you? Is this a high tier episode? This is one of the worst episodes.
I think it's one of the middle episodes.
Yeah.
For me, a little bit above middle. I think a child's journey of learning to accept one's own, ability of having fun can be troubling, especially in today's culture of a lot of the times being free to be silly and have, fun is a big part of creativity and expression. And it feels like as we get older and then we behave more serious, that it's a contributing factor to repressing the child within us,
that sense of play,
who needs to have resolve. And I think in terms of creativity and not caring about other people's opinions as much, you need to be willing to not only be silly but also to be stupid. And because with that in mind, it comes the ability to be willing to fail and fail big. And I think a lot of people, as they get older, they're taught, be serious, quit being a kid, grow up. When really, I think the thing that a lot of us gravitate towards is that childlike ability to wonder and be a little bit goofy and not be taken so seriously or not take yourself so serious. So I think on a purely psychological level, this is a very important episode for our youth that should be taken more serious.
And you know what else? You said gravitate just then.
Yes.
We're talking about gravity.
Yes, because I'm being silly. I want people to know
that
being
was
very
so
silly.
dude. Do you know what show we're watching?
Yes, we're watching Gravity
It's
Falls.
Gravity Falls. You said
Falls.
gravitate.
Yes, I know. I'm very much aware of what
Do you know
I
those
said.
are based on the same root word?
Yes, I'm aware. I understand vocabulary quite good.
I'm sorry, I was silly of me to assume that you didn't.
And also dealing with, government conspiracies and cover-ups, which is a real problem that we have in the world, not trusting our citizens to be able to handle the truth and the real history of what we must endure, when really we could learn from the past, as long as it's rooted in a sense of truth. That's what counts. So
true
yes,
silliness.
I think there's a lot of important messages to take away in this one, and I really did appreciate it. And also, Dipper getting revenge in the end is not something that I advise, because it does not bring fulfillment. I believe it was Franklin Sinatra who said that revenge is a dish best. No, that was the Klingons.
Yes.
I believe it was Franklin Sinatra Sr. who said that the best kind of revenge is massive success. And usually by that point, you're not even thinking about the revenge quality to it. But yes, it's obviously Dipper and I'm sorry, what is the little female's name?
Her name is Mabel.
Dipper and Marble. the way they deal with it would make sense to me that Mabel would absolutely struggle with, looking for validation from a bully in her life, because clearly these two children suffer from abandonment issues and much neglect from their uncle. He is not physically, emotionally, truly available for those two. And so I can imagine that as Mabel is getting picked on by her bully, in some ways trying to resolve the issues that occur with her bully, in some ways is her standing up to maybe her mother, perhaps, who has left her behind, or even her uncle, for the insensitive ways of his nature.
Oh, yeah.
But the real root of it was to solve it within herself. So yes, a lot of silliness I take in, and from my observations, it's very, very silly. Silly is the best way to describe it. It's all silly.
What would be really silly is if we tried to encase ourselves in some peanut brittle and see if we can, preserve ourselves.
I was actually wondering, from a scientific level, there may be some facts associated with peanut brittle as a way to preserve life. It would appear that with humanity, one thing that we have failed to defeat is mortality.
Yes.
The fact
I think
that
so.
the fact that life is so precious and finite, yet no matter how much we, through the advancements of medicine, have been able to further the expansion, the average extension of a human being's average lifespan, we have still not mastered the way to preserve life forever, to create immortality, and perhaps peanut brittle. While presented as something humorous, there could be some actual ingredients in there that do, and it's something to explore. I think as, you know, I once had a science teacher, you had a science teacher too, it was the same one, who said, you're all scientists. If you study science, you're a scientist. And I think that we should just,
Feel inspired.
we should be able to, you know, perhaps look into it. No hypothesis is a silly one.
No, we are scientists.
We are all scientists.
And we should embrace that. And we should, you know, use that title.
Use that title to prove that the vaccination does not work.
Oh, it doesn't. No, and neither do masks, and neither does social distancing.
Yes, and also use science to prove that it does help and work in a lot of ways, in preventative ways.
And global warming is fake, but it's also kind of not fake in the science. Yeah. And,
well, there's no lies in numbers. That's how a great man once named Peter Parker, who once encountered a magician in another realm that is very difficult to access, but I was once able to access this, was able to defeat magic with geometry.
Oh, dude.
So math
You don't
over
say.
magic triumphs.
Math-chick.
And a lot of the times, you know, as the years have gone on, we have simply chalk things up to, you know, that's how we've come up with Greek gods, myths, religion. Yet a lot of times you can prove it through science and math.
Hey, man.
And geometry is a subject I am very much well versed in.
Hey, when all that stuff was being theorized, I bet a lot of people were like, what is this silliness? And now, after a little bit of perseverance, that silliness is math and science.
Well, I say we end here on a upbeat, chipper note with a lot of charisma. Subscribe and click that notification bell. And thank you to all who have joined our Patreon page. And we will catch you guys, I want to say soon, but, you know, you never know. A car could hit John tomorrow. And
It's gonna happen.
then I have to pay that man a few $100s, because that's how cheap it is to have John offed.
How silly.
How silly of them.
Yeah.
We're worth at least $800.
I'm worth at least $800 for the trouble.
All right, guys. See you soon.